This one is called Blink. Life is short. There's no time for the unnecessary. So in this art piece, we have an asteroid coming from outer space and a stegosaurus just chilling, not knowing of its demise. So the asteroid that scientists believe took out the dinosaurs nearly 65 million years ago actually happened during the Cretaceous, and Stegosaurus wasn't alive back then. It was actually alive during the Jurassic. So what you would call this is artistic liberty. One of my favorite places in the world is the Field Museum in Chicago. And so every time I visit the museum, I go through the Evolving Planet exhibit. And so it takes you from the beginning of planet Earth all the way to where we are now. And so during this journey, there's this big hall filled with dinosaur fossils, huge ones, right? And there's this window. There's this window facing north, and you get the skyline of the city. So you're looking at the skyline of the city, and you're surrounded by all these dead creatures. And the closest one is a stegosaurus. So while I'm at this window, I reflect on life, and I think about the juxtaposition of staring at the skyline and all the busyness that happens. And when I'm outside of the museum, how much everything else consumes my life and takes up space in my mind. But at the same time, in the present moment, I'm surrounded by a bunch of dead animals, dead dinosaurs, right? And it reminds me of my mortality. And that might seem dark, but when you look at the timeline, there's a timeline with the Evolving Planet display in the exhibit that shows human history is only like this. And then we're like this. And so much of our lives is consumed by things that don't really matter. I haven't heard of anybody beating death yet. So the chances that I'm going to be that person, I think are pretty small. If life is short, how do I maximize that time? That's the question I ask myself. And I think it's by eliminating or reducing the unnecessary things attached to it. Focus on what I want my life to be. Our dinosaur friends can teach us a lot about living life, and I find that inspiring.